Wagwan, it's your humble host, Big Truck. Hey, yo, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, all right? Like, comment, and share. We're going to go ahead and get into it. This is Truth After Dark with Azaria and my boy Paul Pierce trying to get on their show. However, they got Corey Holcomb as their guest, all right? And they're going to talk about the whole Cheyenne Bryant thing and how it went down and what was said. And we all know what Cheyenne Bryant did and how she did what she did. So without further ado, we're going to listen to what they have to say. I'm going to say some things, and then the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. So grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's get this work. Let's go.
You made a safe place for the truth to be told.
Right to it, cool. Now let's get right to it.
We that bitch lied. No, I'm just fucking.
As a matter of fact, maybe she did. What we're about to talk about. But we talk about something that you talked about years ago about Miss Cheyenne Bryant, because you refused to call her a doctor, and now everything is coming to light. You have some choice words about her. So, you know, what's your thought on the whole thing blowing up right now? I mean, you said this a long time ago, and nobody listened, or half the people heard and didn't want to hear it. What's your thoughts on this?
It ain't like I felt like, nah, I told you. I just was, I don't know. See what it is when I went on Cam Newton.
Right.
It was a little bit right after she went on there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happens out here, man. We out here still walking around amongst the people in the street.
Right.
And
of course, and he's right. You don't never know who somebody may know, especially out here on these streets. Me being from Cali, come on now. It don't take much for the homie to make a phone call and be like, yeah, that's old dude or that's old girl. Y'all remember, blase, blase, blase. You see? And the information that you get from the streets can be totally different information that you get from social media. Let's continue.
And it's people in the street who knew this lady. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, okay, which I would never say names because these people ain't even in the game or nothing no more. They just regular citizens, but they knew her. And they was like, I can't believe she pulling it off. And so when I heard more history about this girl, because I saw her years before on a podcast we did before she was even built or shaped like that.
I remember when she was dancing. Dude, hey, it is what it is. I remember when she was dancing. That's how far we go back. I remember when she was hanging out at the Long Beach Mall. That's how far we go back. So, again, some people say things for clout. Damn all of that. Because even those people, they just doing shit for attention, clicks, and views. Corey wasn't doing that shit for clicks and views. He actually made a phone call. I don't do this shit for clicks and views. I just made a phone call. Let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. And so I was like, I took the liberty of saying what I knew on Cam's show. And I don't know, I kind of watched what I said on Cam's show. I wasn't like outright fuck that bitch or nothing like that. But I was saying, oh, that's a cap and all like that. But it turned into something where it seemed like I got hate for somebody. I don't wish that girl to be going down in no way.
Right. But the thing is, like Corey Holcomb, like everybody else, when you shed the truth and you stand on truth, and then it actually comes out that is the truth, how folk behave, how folk react. Yeah, he caught a lot of criticism, you know, behind it. I mean, I caught a few. I'm quite sure we all caught a few. But when the evidence presented itself and the truth came out, those same people, you don't hear from them as crookeds. But see, that lets you know, number one, those are her followers. Number two, they didn't do a deep research. Like myself, Corey Holcomb, Paul Pierce, and others that did do a deep research and said, wait a minute. First off, Your degrees ain't real. Second of all, you're pandering to a certain type of audience. Broken, hurt, naive, hard-headed, stubborn, worldly, angry women. Modern feminist women. Okay, so now we know what type of people you pander to. What type of people are your audience? I know a race hustler when I see one.
But as I found out more about psychopathic behavior, and we look at psychopath like it's a word one way, but a psychopath, the definition of a psychopath, she checks all the boxes.
Wow.
She checks the boxes. I encourage people to look up what a psychopath is, because I broke it down on my show yesterday, and she checks a lot of the boxes for a psychopath.
I also encourage people to look up narcissists. Really look it up. Not only you'll find out the definition, but you'll also discover the symptoms. The shit is real. And you will see them same symptoms in a large number of individuals. You will see that same behavior.
I just don't see her feeling no remorse for nothing that she's done.
Right.
And she knows she was capping. It ain't like she was like, all right, well, look, I'm out here trying to get it or whatever. She just was like, fuck y'all if you got a problem with it. And I was like, yo.
I mean,
wow.
I didn't really go all the way there when we had her on the show, but everybody knew what I was saying.
You was a gentleman, dude.
I was a gentleman.
Hey, cuzzo, we knew what you was doing. I knew what you was doing. Because the whole time, and you notice Azaria's quiet right now, right? The whole time, I'm watching facial micros. I'm watching body language. I'm watching her fumble her words like a running back. Man. That a person, an individual like that, that's how you have to come at them. And I guarantee you, the more you come at an individual like that, you get more answers than one.
Gentleman about it, I ain't trying to drag nobody. Everybody out here trying to eat and everything, And so I was just like, well, I was just like, kind of like, I know you from Long Beach. I know you.
Man, look, people who know. They know.
Yeah, you know.
We do this explaining for everybody who, you know what I'm saying? We just call them the regular folk. Right. Come on, we know. Stop.
Yeah, nigga, we know. Growing up in the hood, you came across people like this. You even came across some smart, dumb motherfuckers. They can woe you with their exquisite words, but they know why they saying what they saying. They just don't think you can catch on to what they're saying. But in the hood, we had cats, we had homeboys and homegirls that talk like that all the time, using all them big words and acting and sounding important. It's like, dude, come on now. Your ass wasn't like talking like that in the 12th grade and 11th grade. Stop it. Trying to sound important when you don't even make sense. And you know that you don't make sense. But you feel some type of way when someone catches you and call you on it. Let's continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but you had a very strong opinion on it, and now that it's all coming to light, and she's bearing the weight of the world, people all on her. And
I don't hate that lady.
Yeah,
I don't people use the word hate on me.
No.
I don't hate her, but if somebody lying, I might say you lying if I know you lying.
Right.
But if a person is lying, they're going to get exposed. A large number of individuals, all right, be capping, and they pray and hope that you don't figure them out, that you do not expose them, that you don't call them out on their bullshit. But the moment you discover that something is not right and you look into things instead of looking at things and do your research, and then you say, wait a minute, this is what you said, and I'm researching everything that you're saying, and it's not adding up. The dots are not connecting. Can you explain that to me? Those individuals get mad. Oh yeah, she mad. She pissed. But yet, you trademark the name doctor. Just say that. Hey, listen, I'm a life coach. I trademarked the name doctor. I didn't go to school and receive a doctorate's degree. I just paid for the name and trademarked it. but I'm really a life coach. I'd respect you more if you said that. But looking at other clips of Cheyenne Bryant in the club, dropping it like it's hot, okay? The outfits that she's wearing. Listen, I have 3 cousins that are doctors, and they don't even dress like that. And they're female doctors. No way in hell they're going to dress like that. Number 1. Number 2, they're not going to go on a podcast show and be rude and disrespectful. And I'm going to do another clip of her latest interview. I forgot that brother's name, the brother with the glass hair, you know. I mean, she was saying some disrespectful shit to him. But you call yourself a doctor. That's not the way you behave. That's not the way you carry yourself. So she says one thing, but her actions and the movement says another. Help me make it make sense. Big Truck cannot be making this shit up.
Yeah,
You also said she was a lesbian. Right.
Yeah, that's out there too. I wish she would challenge me on that because
Yeah, and that's true. That's correct. She is. Because when she was in Long Beach, who was all hanging out, she was always into women. Never into men. So, again, calling the things out that is the truth. Boy, I tell you, boy.
I'm telling you, there's some people who used to be out here in the streets with her. And if I drop names, she'll probably just shut up. Because everybody ain't in the streets like they used to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I said I never said for sure like you're this, but listen, I know who your little friend was who used to hang with you. So you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know.
Nah. Corey ain't gonna tell it. I'll tell it. I know she is. Me and Corey probably know the same people. We probably don't. But I know she is for a fact. All you got to do is listen to her. See, this is why I tell people you have to listen and pay attention. An individual's going to always tell on themselves. But if you just listening to what you want to hear and be mesmerized by the pronunciation of words, you're going to get lost. But if you from the streets and you dealt with individuals that move like this, it's going to be easier for you to connect the dots and you won't be played. There's a lot of y'all out there that follow Cheyenne Bryant got played. You believe the lie. And when individuals out there that were speaking the truth, you rejected it. You shamed them. You even had some women speaking truth. And the internet, modern feminist women were shaming them. Let's call it what it is.
Know her. I'm saying it's been explained to me who that is, and it all makes sense.
On your podcast, you put a picture up with the girl that you probably proclaimed for us to ask about her. And
yeah, I think I did do that.
Yeah. I saw the clip on
someone
that.
else to talk about it. I don't believe she would tell the truth about it. And once again, I don't have hate for that girl. I like the fact that I called her out. I thought it was funny.
Right.
Because I'm a comedian.
Right, absolutely.
Over everything else.
Right.
But that's what comedians do. You know what I'm saying? And I got nothing but love for Corey Holcomb. I got nothing but love for Azaria. I got nothing but love for Paul Pierce, right? One retired athlete to another. Listen, at the end of the day, when you're dealing with a comedian is going to say things. That's what they do. You got to chop it up and take it with the grain of salt and keep it pushing. Know how to pick up your shoulder pads and your helmet and move.
Right. What you say, Matt?
I was going to say, what encouraged you to even like blast her in that way, you know? Because I feel like as Black women, we experience being teared down a lot, you know? And so as a Black...
Well, here's the thing on that. What about the things that Black women do to tear themselves down? I want to highlight that. Let's talk about the things that a large number of Black women do to tear themselves down. Men get tear down, but men suck it up. We don't support the sisterhood when they wrong. If you want to talk about the sisterhood, teach these women how to be feminine. Teach these women how to be respectful. Teach these women how to be entrepreneurs. Teach these women how to behave in a relationship, how to do better, how to be better, how to pick better. If you want to talk about the sisterhood, bring back femininity. All right? Teach these women how to cook, how to sew, how to wash clothes. Some of these women, you got to teach them how to wash their damn ass. If you want to talk about the sisterhood, respectfully, let's continue.
Black man, what would influence you to want to call her a lesbian or call her out, even if that's her personal business?
If you step to the game with a lie, I'm telling you, people gonna let you have it, especially people like me, because I do comedy for a living. And if you are lying about something as serious as being a doctor amongst the people, I'm going to say something about it. And I can't help it. I can crack jokes about that while I'm on stage, especially with it being a hot topic now. I might have some jokes this weekend about that because it's just a hot topic. It trends.
Right.
We all go through it in the media. I was going through it in the media a couple of months ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the end.
I like how Corey Holcomb responded to that question. You know, and of course they both in agreement, but he answered it in such a way of, we are comedians, and if you are a true comedian, you're gonna know. You know, you're gonna take certain things and you're gonna make a bunch joke of it. I mean, Kevin Hart done did it, Cat Williams done did it, Richard Pryor done did it, Eddie Murphy done did it, Dave Chappelle done did it. Are great comics out there done did it before.
Of the world, I think she should sell a book on how to hide your identity. Because her identity of who she was 10 years ago and beyond is gone. I want to ask her, how did you do that? How did you hide how you used to look and everything so good? Because you did a great job at that.
And say the shit with such a straight face.
If she could show how she hid her past. There is no 2002 and stuff like that. Of the sister online.
No records. Okay.
He got rid of all that. That was good. That was good. You good. How about that book?
So you hear that, Miss Cheyenne Bryant? Corey does not hate you. You know, he just, if facts are facts, that's just what it is. And
on the Breakfast Club, she said something that was interesting where she act like people who don't like you and all like that. All these therapists that are out here speaking and taking up for their profession, it's not that they don't like you, it's just people speak on it. Stop acting like a victim. You're not a victim. You lied. If everybody...
The thing is, you said something that ruffled a lot of feathers, and individuals that carry receipts came out and said, what you said was false. But they got receipts. You don't. If you just would have came out and not mentioned that you graduated from such and such college and you received this doctorate degree and this, if you just would have just came out and be yourself, well, I guess this is yourself, came out and not mentioned that, cool. But everything that you have been saying and have been moving all lines up of being a life coach. Just be a life coach. And those that take their license seriously, that are real therapists, they were offended because they take their profession seriously. And what you said was disrespectful and misleading. They have a right to defend what they believe in, what they worked hard for, what they really did graduate to receive.
Who thinks that you're lying is wrong, it's very easy to fix it. But I don't think you can fix it.
Like Corey, we live in the world in a time right now more than ever it's a complete, everything's a lie.
Yes.
Every goddamn thing is a lie. I mean, you seen the Chinese man who had a kid with the lady and the kid came out ugly and the lady had the plastic surgery and he was like, oh no, I thought you looked a certain way. You know, we live in like plastic surgery is normal.
Yeah.
Boob implants, breast implants, nose, eyes, face, nails, everything for the women, everything. We live in the fakest world ever in the history of mankind right now. And it's just like, it's been going on, it's accepted. It's like.
You even got dudes that got penis implants, abs implants, chest implants for men. He's right. Individuals that have sold their soul to this world and have made material things and money their God. This is what happens when they do that. So they can't feel some type of way when the devil comes to collect. And the devil will come to collect. What happens when your time is up and the devil comes to pay you a visit? What you gonna do then?
It got to the point till we don't give a damn because everything ain't real.
Well, it's scary to me. I mean, like, I'm a loner. I'm by myself most of the time. The only time I'm around other people is like when I do my podcast or when I'm working, or maybe if I have purchased female company.
Right.
That's when I'm around.
You purchased it.
Purchased female company.
Okay.
I don't like all that setup. We in a relationship. No.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm going to rent you, and you're going to take it because you need it.
Where you go to girlfriend.com?
No. I just go.
That's an inside joke. I said that a long time
I don't
ago.
like doing it online. You just go where there's poverty. This is my thing.
So you just pick them up off like Fig.
Yeah, where's Fig?
Hell yeah. What y'all know about Fig? Yeah. Fig. What y'all know about Compton Boulevard? What y'all know about Alondra? What y'all know about PCH in Long Beach? Hey, what you know about Hollywood Boulevard? What y'all know about Western? Pick their ass up off of Slauson and 6th Ave by the Slauson swap meet. Need I say more? I mean, it is what it is. At least you're being truthful about it. You know, because nowadays, when it comes to this modern dating, it's very, very challenging. Instead of going through all this hoop rod and all this bullshit, shit, you can go, you know, take these few dollars. At least you know that you getting some. Y'all both getting something. She getting them few dollars, and he clapping cheeks. When time is done and it's over with, she go home, he go home. You live to see another day, and you do it all over again. And listen, I'm not promoting that, but if you really look at it, you know, you're still doing it anyway. If you're dealing with a person that's not in them streets, the only difference is you ain't trying to take them out on no date. You ain't got to worry about wooing them in hopes of clapping cheeks. At least if you deal with somebody on the street, paraphrasing, here's a set price. She getting something, you getting something. There's no taking out on dates. There's no buying no drinks. There's no man got to provide for this and provide for that. Hey, it's simple. Now, to the couples out there that are married, it's best to stay there. Stay in your marriage, work on your marriage, be faithful to each other in your marriage, be truthful to each other in your marriage, and continue to grow. Now, dealing with somebody from the streets, that's on the streets, that's temporary. You know, because at the end of the day, as time goes on, you are going to want a companion.
Bro, that's what not the whole stroke.
Yes,
At one time people used to patronize the streetwalkers. But now in this economy, the girls who think they're not streetwalkers are affordable, and you see that they're frustrated that they have to do that. But I can fuck through it.
Damn.
Wow, okay.
I'm not mad at that because you take out the headache. You take out the extra shenanigans that go in with trying to please somebody. You do what you need to do and you out of there.
I pray for men that aren't in transitional relationships. It should be transitional. There's just too many people that I know.
And that's what a relationship is anyway.
Yeah, it is anyway, but some people are under the influence that somebody is with them for other reasons.
What is a transitional relationship?
Transactional.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
transactional.
okay.
I'm sorry.
I know what he
It's okay.
meant. I know what he
Yeah.
meant. I know what he meant.
Yeah, it's like I done watched some real nice guys lose everything.
Man.
Because they thought that they knew how to pick a companion, a female companion, based off what they were feeling and thinking. And it's just like.
I have to agree with Corey Holcomb on that one, because even in my situation, I thought I was picking the right one. You know? And I mean, she had 4 kids and coming from Jersey to Cali and, you know, singing and all that stuff. And I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. You know, went to work, came home, did my thing, whatever. But at the end of the day, when life happened, a 14-month marriage fucking destroyed. And when I look back at it, even through the divorce process, I was homeless, still going to work, still doing my part, because at that time, as a man, I felt that's the right thing to do. I did not know that I was staring out a divorce, because it was something that wasn't talked about. But there's a lot of blessings that took place going through that divorce process. I was able to confront my past and amend my relationship with my mother. I was able to look at myself. I was able to go seek therapy. I was able to do the work so that a better version of myself would be seen by the beautiful people of y'all. So there's a lot of great things that came from that. You know, this was my first time being married, and we don't have no children together. So when we say good people that have been done wrong, you have some good women out there that have been done wrong. And when I share my testimony, even a large number of the women were like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." You don't never know what a person has been through unless you walked a mile in their shoes. I'm not bitter, I'm better. And that's why I started this podcast. We're going to bring truth to light. And we're going to keep it pushing. And we're going to call out things that need to be called out. And we're going to address the elephant that's in the room and have a conversation with the damn elephant in the damn room.
Like, I'm older now, so
Right.
I'm not going to play the game. After I got out of my divorce, I was like, I'll never be in a situation where I'm scared what the judge is going to say and take everything I worked for. That's crazy. If you really think about it, you know what's going to happen, but you're afraid this person will leave you, so you just sign your life away, because that's what a marriage is. If you just go somewhere and get married the traditional way.
That's why I moved to Florida. Because in Florida, Ron DeSantis did away with long-time alimony. And all that spousal support and all, he did away with all of that. He said, if you can walk and you have legs, you can work. You go to a place where you know it's going to be a 50-50 split.
It's almost insane, in my opinion, to be married in the United States of America if you have something to lose.
Right.
Now, if you ain't got nothing to lose, then y'all just go get it together. And maybe you'll feel better about it if you got to split it up later on. But if I step to you with all this and you coming to me in an Uber.
See, people talk bad about me when I said marriage is for broke people and old people. And now, like, every time we do an interview with people, it's I feel like I'm getting the same reaction. Like, if you got, like you just said, you got nothing to lose, okay, you could get married.
Yeah.
Okay, most poor people don't have nothing to lose. You old, you like, once you get old, it's like, I need help anyway.
Well, even when you get old, man, it's like, remember that old man who married that actress girl? She was a big, busty white girl.
Yeah, yes.
And anyway, she married one of them old Caucasian males in Texas, and you saw what happened to her and her son. So they had a way to fix all that, because she wasn't finna take their family wealth.
Right.
You know what I mean when I say that? But I'm saying just the average Joe, if you get married nowadays, you are basically agreeing to sign what you have away to this person. Now, do you really believe in that person like that, or you just don't want them to leave? And not wanting them to leave is a real feeling.
Also, when you as a man have worked hard to, if God is not in it, then it's not going to work. But you have some people that will overwrite what God say. And the advice that I give to men, all your assets, get it put in a trust. That way, when she thinks she's going to take half of what you worked hard to get, she's going to be sadly mistaken. That's what I did. My business, my things, I put all that in the trust. So I'm good. I don't have to worry about a woman taking half of nothing of mine that I worked hard for. And that's just being smart. Men, look into that. Please look into getting a trust and put all your businesses and things in a trust, even if you are an athlete. Because I'm going to start talking to a lot of professional athletes too about asset investing and protecting your assets. Because you have some of these hungry, thirsty, greedy broads out here that are looking at y'all to get a lick, to get paid, so they can get pregnant by you and then leave you so you can pay that high-ass child support. Because they feel that they want a lifestyle and their asses is lazy and don't want to work. Well, men, protect yourself at all costs.
Yeah.
Because if you love somebody, like especially like if a man love a woman, he might be willing to sign it all away just for the chance to keep her. But it's a cold world out here now. So if you fall for it, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing nobody can do to help you. You got to go through it and just be there for your people when they done robbing you.
So
why is Azaria so quiet? Has anybody else peeped that out? Okay. She listening.
rest of your life, can't fathom it. Marriage. Just it's no chance.
I'll never be in another government contract like that.
Not even like just a full blown.
Like I got somebody who's important to me that I care about.
Yeah.
And things are set up in a way where we have contracts. If something happens to me, she ain't got to worry about nothing. Because that's who I would leave it to. Anything I had. Because she got
That's
my
smart.
back. And she's shown me she got my back. Nothing she said is what she does.
Right.
That's right.
So life is still a gamble, but I gamble with her because of what she's shown me.
What did I say in the last, was this the last episode about that?
It was the one before that you said about
I spoke
making a contract outside of the governmental agreement to get married.
No, like say if there's somebody there, just put her in the trust or put her in the will.
Yeah.
And then when y'all break up, you can take her out the will if it don't work out. It was something like that. I said.
Yeah, no, you come on, Paul, man. Look, I've been watching you, brother. I was a fan when I found out the guys knew you. I was like, man, because I moved out here from Chicago.
Yep.
So
we got some mutual friends.
nah, you ain't no fool, man. You know what's up.
Yeah.
When you was talking to the young lady, Miss Bryant, on the show, I was like, yeah, he know what's up.
Yeah,
He's a gentleman, though.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
And that's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
You a gentleman. I appreciate you for being a gentleman, brother. But come on, man. We ain't finna do that stupid shit.
We
man.
know,
Ain't nobody
we
finna
know.
sign no. Look, I'm finna go get married. Come on, mama. Come here and watch this lady who's feeling me right now.
right.
We're gonna take some
Come on,
pictures.
mama.
And then years later, we gonna be in court like this. Fuck you.
Man.
Are you upfront with women like I'm not going to get married? Because I think it's not fair to lead someone on to feel like they'll have that opportunity with you and they don't.
I have a lot of women who are frustrated with me because they agree to deal with me because I am a kind individual. I do things for people. But women who I deal with know that I ain't dealing with one woman. That would be insane at my age.
I think we're going to let it play a little bit longer, and then we're going to, take it home. But I'm going to leave a copy of this in the description box so you can watch the rest of the clips. I always tell people, be honest, open, and clear about who you are and what your intentions are. And if it's up to that individual to deal with you then after, it's up to that individual. Some people get amnesia and forget what you told them, forget what you said. But I like to be honest, open, and clear about who I'm dealing with, about my intentions. Why? It's better that way. A person can respect you more when you move in that way and let them decide if they want to mess with you or not.
Age, because everything I get, I look at it as blessings from God. I believe I would lose everything I had if I was lying to women and letting them know or saying, yo, it's you. Nah, every woman I know knows that it's other women I deal with. I'm bold enough to say that, and I have lost people that I didn't want to lose because I was bold enough to tell them that. But they all come back later on anyway because it's a cold world.
Cold world.
Ain't nothing out there like, look, this might make a woman mad just by me saying this, but it's real out here. Most people can't make it off working a job and coming home with that one check and live the way they want to live, the way this fake internet life shows the life out here. So
put the mic up a little bit.
Yeah, when you hook up with a guy who can do some things, guys who can do some things, you're in a power position in America. Because it's a lot of poverty going on out here.
You spoke
it's just
on
nobody
that.
says that.
You only mess with poor females.
So you can control them?
So you can control them?
Well, it's a lot easier to control somebody who can't control they way of going to the gas pump. There's a lot of girls who just don't have the money to do what they want to do. So I don't understand why you wouldn't hook up with a sugar daddy or whatever you want to call the guy. Somebody who talks to you transparently is what I would dream my daughter to be around.
Yeah.
You need to deal with somebody who's telling you what's up. And if you deal with him, don't be coming to me talking about, oh, he did that. I was like, wait, did he lie to you? Okay, well, be quiet. If you with him, you with him. There's the female victim syndrome is something that needs to stop because mostly everybody know what's up. You know when somebody cheating on you, even if they don't tell you. When you're a woman, you know. Come on now. Of course, it is some stupid people in the world who act like they don't know. Or if you really don't know, you need help anyway if you don't know.
Damn.
If you don't know, how do you live in this world?
That's 100% not always true. As a woman, I can talk and speak to that. There's a lot of men who create a representative when they meet you. And this representative shows up for a period of time. So a woman can fall in love with the representative. And after 6 months, they start to see the real person. And at that point, you've already tricked and fooled someone to be in love with you. So their standards, their things change based off of the love they feel for somebody.
I get what she's saying. But that's a two-edged sword because you have some women that do the exact same thing. Look what happened to me of who I married. I married the representative. When that mask starts slipping and you start seeing an individual for who they really are. Like I said, I hear what she's saying, but you have a large number of women that do that exact same thing. Let me keep it a million with you.
So you cannot say that men don't show up as representatives in relationships. Period, point blank. Like they don't want to lose the person. Just like you said, I don't want to lose this person, so I'm going to act like I'm the perfect man so I can have her fall in love with me. So I think that a lot of women have experienced that. And I do understand that some women play the victim and they don't take accountability. And I agree with that 100%. But we cannot forget about the large majority of men who lie to get what they want. And they're damn good at it.
But what about the ones that don't lie? You got the situation that, hey, listen, I'm taking care of that rent, and, I see other girls right now, you know what it is. That's what he represented. You still going with it, but then you complain when
Yeah, I mean, that's
else.
someone, so for me, I feel like a lot of women aren't, but a lot of women aren't designed, a lot of women aren't designed to operate in that space. So for me, for instance, I know for a fact that in that space, I'm not going to feel good. Even if I pretend to go along with it, I'm not going to feel good. So I don't put myself in those situations. If a man...
But you have to be mindful. You can't speak for every woman. You can't. Speak for yourself. Because every woman moves differently. Every woman out there is not moving like Azaria is moving. But you do have a large number of women out there that are moving like the description that Corey Holcomb gave.
Man can't be committed to me, you're not going to be with me or fuck with me. That's me personally. If a woman feels like she is able to operate in that space with a man, get her bills paid because she's struggling that bad, I'm not struggling that hard. I'm never going to be that broke to mess with a man. So at the end of the day, if a woman feels like they're, but they are.
Most women are.
So I wouldn't say most. Right now, we're actually, a lot of black women are more educated, more successful.
I didn't say black women. I said women.
Well, women are more educated. They have more money now, and
but
that's
the
a statistic.
opportunities just ain't there.
But again, see, there she goes. She's going off the grid. We're not caring about more educated and making more money, because even a lot of them that are doing that, they still struggling, because a lot of them are still losing jobs. Okay? When it comes to education and your money and all, listen, we can say that about black men. Black men are more educated. Black men are making money. Okay. And what does that have to do with you functioning in a relationship and what the question was asked at hand?
Here, like, if you go to the club, 99% of the girls in there looking for a come up.
I could agree with that. I'm not even against that.
You know what I'm saying? Or they
don't even let them in the club that much no more, because the ones that drag the club down by draining the clients and everything, they bad for business. So they act like you hating on them. You bad for business.